This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
OK, we are recording.
Good.
Stop singing Shaka Khan.
I love
Shaka Khan.
Chaka.
I saw a degree last night in pantomime. What's her name?
Celsius?
Sheila Ferguson.
Sheila Ferguson. She can wail. Are the other ones dead?
I think the other ones are... I may be wrong. I may be about to offend a whole raft of 3-degree fans.
Prince Charles.
But I think the others are interchangeable, aren't they?
They were, well, there were 3 degrees,
She
but
was
then
the main one.
the other 2 became interchangeable as time went on, yes. They were good. When Will I See You Again? It's a great song.
She was very much the Diana Ross of the 3, wasn't
Yeah, well, they were a British Supremes, weren't they? Well, that's a nice little bit of bounce.
Shall we start?
That was the start. Hello, good whatever time of day it is for you. Welcome to the podcast, which stands for...
Perfectly oiled, delicately cut audio sensation.
Up until
Thanks.
perfectly oiled, delicately cut. That sounds like some kind of religious ceremony.
she? Oh, I was going to say it sounds like one of those M&S food porn commercials.
Okay, well, again,
Each to their own.
Not just any podcast.
let's get into it. Kath nearly got her leg over this week.
What?
Don't you remember? Here.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning, madam. What have you got for us?
Mrs. Boyle said this morning
Yep.
that we should all grow up if we've got items at the front or back of the car.
Teddy bears specifically, yes.
Yeah. I've got 2 little well, not teddy bears, 2 little tigers
Right.
that sit on the back of my car window.
Thanks for proving my point, Dave.
But
Real
no,
ones?
excuse me. But therefore, my little grandchildren, when they get in, that they can cuddle these dolls while I'm driving. Yeah.
Do they need to be there permanently? I've got kids and I don't have all the toys in the back. In fact, it's the one
No,
place I don't want toys.
No, it's only 2 little teddy bears.
The car, Dave, and this is a very serious point. The car is not a playground, it is a death machine. It's not actually, it's a travelling machine, but it could also be used for deathly purposes. I do not want playing in my moving vehicle.
No, they just hold them. They just take them off the back window and hold them, which gives them a little bit of relief. But the thing is, I'd never have them on the front of the car. In fact, it's illegal to have them on the front of the car.
You mean strapped to the front, like a bin man?
Yeah.
Because the bin lorries like to do that, don't they? They stick toys on
Well,
there.
yeah, I see all those, but it's illegal to put them on the front, on the window of a car.
Oh.
On the dash.
Good.
Yeah, so that's got that out of the way.
That's that sorted.
Yeah. Mrs. Boyle, can you apologise,
No.
No, that's all right then.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, and you, Kath, bye.
Bye then.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, see you, Kath.
Bye.
Nice talking to you, Kath.
Love you, Dave.
Yeah, and you, Kath.
You take care.
Yeah, and you.
Give that tiger a stroke from me.
Yeah, I will do. And I'm going to call it Catherine. The tiger.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, Kath.
Bye, Dave.
Yeah. Might ring you tomorrow. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Kath.
Bye,
Love
Dave.
you, Kath.
Love you too, bye.
And Kelly.
Dave.
But not him there. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why don't you call the tiger Mrs. Boyle?
No, Catherine.
Yeah.
What?
More
Yeah, I'll
informal.
call her Catherine.
Okay, but why do you call Catherine Mrs. Boyle?
This morning,
He's trying to pwn me.
yeah, because I was a little bit annoyed when she said we should all grow up. Yeah.
She's very fertile, Dave.
Yeah. Really? Oh, really? So am I. Okay, bye, Catherine.
Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was a horrible image.
You're telling me it was me, innit?
Remember this name, folks. Frank Pilkington. Pilkington. 2015 is the year of him. Well, it isn't, but this bit is. He looks like someone, doesn't he? He's a good-looking fella. Who does he look like? He looks like somebody. He's the Sun's new psychic.
Ah, I heard you talking about him.
He's the Sun's new psychic, and he's they're pushing him a lot. He looks like someone. I can't think who he looks like. He's got really short fingers. He reminds me of your hands. Really short, dry, gnarled, unattractive fingers. Kath. And anyway, he's our brilliant new astrologer, says The Sun. And he's got psychic powers.
Yeah.
He's got psychic powers.
Yeah.
Kath, he's got psychic powers.
And that's based on what? He met someone with a locket, you told me.
He met someone with a locket once. And he knew what was in the locket, but there was nothing in the locket before it was in there.
Yeah.
Right, well, listen, I'm gonna delve in. Gemini. Do you remember, Kels, you used to do the stars after each show?
Yeah, I did.
Until I complained to the boss and you got told not to. Gemini. This is...
I said in the stars that you were going to do that.
Such an
I used
idiot.
to do pretend horoscopes as a character once upon a time.
Oh, characters.
And once upon a time, one day we had someone ring up to ask my advice about a job they were going for.
Day 2, food and health. OK, so if you're a Gemini, this is for you. You share it with me and Naomi Campbell. You prefer light bites, intelligent little meals over brutish platefuls. Well, that's wrong.
Intelligent little meals?
What's that?
I am seeing my personal trainer tonight and tomorrow. Salads, nuts, fruit and veg help your mind remain focused. You should avoid high GI foods due to the crashing lows. No more takeaways. Get stuffed, Pilkey. Eating out of boredom can be an issue. That's true, actually. I do eat out of boredom.
So does everybody.
Shut up, man. Anywhere that allows for plenty of chat between courses, like sushi or tapas, cater well to your temperament. I like sushi bars.
Oh, this man knows you.
I like tapas, but I'm not Gemini. What does that mean?
Sometimes your nervous energy would benefit from a more structured exercise regime. I'm seeing Edie tonight and tomorrow.
I'd give you tapas.
Even a long walk would do. Do something that lets your brain connect with everything going on around you. Fresh air is a must. You need air to regenerate more than most signs. That's true.
It's really boring.
You're going to need it as you'll be busy in most major areas.
Do you think we could do travel early?
It's all in the planning.
Lee, if you just go to news now.
Sorry? You'll call me Ian.
I was talking to Lee, the newsreader.
Who?
Newsreader Lee?
No.
The guy who had a nosebleed once during the news.
And you didn't know because he's that much of a professional.
So professional.
Wow, you see? That's hardcore.
So professional.
So professional. He's so professional. He's so professional. He's so professional. So professional.
So professional.
But you didn't see that coming.
I don't like those jokes.
I know, but that's the joke you do.
No.
That's the joke.
No, I don't. I hate those jokes. When you talk about psychics, and if they're like late for, I didn't see that coming. What are the lottery numbers? Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, because that's not how it works. It don't work anyway, but that's not how it works.
I don't work.
Really, really annoys me, Kelly.
You must be tired.
Didn't see that coming. Kelly, didn't see that coming.
Well, you should have. It happens every week.
Join me in a brand new series of what I like to call radio nonsense. Here's episode 1. So, here's the thing, right? Sorry? I bashed my finger yesterday. Do you know what noise I made? Hang on. I bashed my finger yesterday. Do you know what noise I made?
What noise do you make?
Sounds like you bash more than your finger.
I did a bash. Then I dropped the hammer on my toe and I went, It was awful. It's a really, really awful, unpleasant situation to be in. Never mind. Kels, you look nice.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Kath?
Hello, studio.
Yeah, I know, I'm talking to you.
She's pretending to answer the phone. No one's actually rang.
Good, it's good because, you know what, I saw Kath this morning and she's got a bit of a beard growing.
Is she?
And do you know what I thought when I saw her?
What?
It's really upsetting.
Silent phone call.
Yeah, you're right, Kath?
Yeah, silent phone calls. This time in the morning.
That's outrageous behaviour, isn't it? Just trying to think if I can do any more of these jokes. No, I can't. So I'll stop. Well, that was episode 1 of new series of Radio Nonsense. Who knows what will happen next? Will there be some drama?
Pilkington.
You didn't see that one coming. Will there be some sort of cliffhanger? I wonder if there's anybody called Cliffhanger.
I bet there is.
Find out in the next episode, which is now! 03... No, hang on, what's the phone number in this place?
08459.
Thank you.
Plum.
Excuse me?
455 555.
I thought I heard an insult off microphone from one of you. Excuse me?
Massive diff.
What?
What bell?
I can... You know my hearing isn't up to scratch.
Jeez.
So, Phil Neville. You heard the latest from Phil Neville, whose dad is Neville Neville?
Mm-hmm.
Neville. Neville. I'm trying to sing Rebel Rebel, but I don't know the tune. Which makes...
Wasn't it?
Sorry?
That was it, wasn't it?
I'm doing guitar and drums.
Clever.
Badly.
Thank you. I don't think I'm doing the right song, actually.
No.
Anyway.
You can't touch this by McHammer.
Is that... What's... No. There I'm doing keyboards and drums, but they're all kind of the same thing. No, I'm doing... What song's that? Is that Rebel Rebel?
Yeah, it sounds
But
like
then how do the words go?
Rebel, rebel.
No, with the tune, Catherine. That's what I meant. I know how the words go. They go Rebel Rebel. With the tune. Over to you.
No.
Kels?
No. What's the point? I'm sure you're going somewhere with
Anyway, about Neville.
Yeah.
this.
son.
Rebel.
What about him?
Can't make a coffee. Well, he can now.
He was asked to make a coffee and he went, I don't know how to do it. Well, we haven't got time now because you two have been messing around so much. That was episode 2 of the critically acclaimed series of Radio Nonsense. Get the tissues out, guys. Oh. I now bring you the final episode of the award-winning Radio Nonsense.
Good morning.
What would you like to say, boss?
Well, I wanted to propose to Kelly.
Oh, blimey, here we go. Go on then, fella.
Well, she says that she wouldn't mind taking the man up to 57. Well, I've got another 10 years on that. I'm 67.
Oh, even spicier.
Yeah, but my benefits are I act like a 5-year-old.
What, you do a poo in your pants?
Often.
Blimey. Kels, he sounds good, doesn't he, Kelly?
Sounds like a keeper.
The poo in the pants has sold it to me.
Has he really?
What else have you got?
Come on, Tony, what makes you so special, Mr. Lover? Ooh.
Well, I've got all these old radios that she can play with.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes fiddling with knobs.
Yes, I was going to say that. You took it out of my mouth.
I'm glad, but don't put it in your mouth.
Stop.
And I have the most unusual collection of weird records, as you know.
Oh, well, give us some examples of some of your weird records.
Well, there's one that I want to challenge you on.
Oh.
You keep playing the Let This Hobo in Town. How about this one?
Freedom is a dusty road heading to a highway. California.
It's called Love Me, Love My Dog.
And who's that by, Tony?
Peter Shelley.
What, Pete Shelley from the Buzzcocks?
But the words in it is that he can't fall in love with you unless you love his dog. And if you don't love his dog, then he's going to go on his way, so you've got to love me, love my dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a phone in now, love songs about dogs. Of course, the best love song about a dog, Tony, is I Love My Dog by Cat Stevens.
Do you really?
I love my dog as much as I love you. I don't remember the rest of it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think it's a very foolish thing to think, because that dog's going to last, 5-10 more years, then you'll be on your Todd.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to Kelly.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't got long to live, so she's got a nice little sum of money coming.
How much money have you got, Tone? I'm very protective of Kelly.
About £8 at the moment.
We'll say bye-bye. Thank you very much indeed. You can do better than that, Kels.
Thanks.
You can do better than that.
You can get at least a tenner.
Love songs about dogs. I'm happy to do that. 08459 455 555. Old Chep, Elvis Presley. That's the worst song in the world. It's not even a song, it's just like a man talking.
Was there one called Old Yeller?
Yeah, there was one called Old Yeller. And I think we've probably covered it, unless you can think of any more. 81333, start your text 3CR. Nope, that's it.
That's a rubbish monkey sound. I could do a much better one.
Well, no, I can do a better one than that.
Do it then. I bet I'll beat you. Rubbish.
Go on then. Well, yours is a chimpanzee, mate, and as we know, that's not a monkey. Mine was an orangutan.
Why were you doing that?
Have you listened to any of the conversation we've had this morning?
No. Shall I do my monkey?
Yeah, sure.
Daydream believer.
Oh.
Here's funny travel.
Travel news for beds, cards and bugs.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
On the M25, there were some problems earlier on, but just between junction 27 for the M11 and 28 for the Brook Street roundabout, there was a horse in the road, but that's all cleared.
Oh, what?
Was, yeah.
Say that again. That is nuts.
There was a horse in the road.
Oh,
so
you
it
are
had some
joking.
taste.
How did it get there?
I really don't know.
That is nuts. Hang on a minute. Kelly.
Yeah.
Sammy, say to Kelly what you just said to me.
On the M25 clockwise, there was a horse in the road. It's not there anymore, but it is still on the anti-clockwise side. So
where is it
it's
trying
still
to go?
closed.
It's on the anti-clockwise side.
Kath.
To Hertfordshire.
Sammy, I'm so sorry, my dad. Kath. Sammy, say to Kath what you just said to me. This is the nuts.
On the M25, there was a horse on the road.
A horse on the road!
Street roundabout and 27 to the M11. So the anti-clockwise side is still closed towards Hertfordshire, but it's the other way. The clockwise side is open because.
Should have warned us, Sammy, that there was a sad twist.
The horse has gone on the other side, has it?
It's on the anti-clockwise side, not the clockwise side.
Who's riding the horse? And
I think he's just running around.
Okay, so it's not a highwayman or anything. Stand and deliver. It's not a robbery, is it?
Has anyone tried to call
I've just got a bit of an update. It's open. Oh, it's open both ways again now.
I'll make your mind up, Sammy. Blimey. That was funny travel, or as I like to call, a travel bulletin. Because I was bullying Tim. I was bullying her.
Yeah.
A travel bulletin.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better than... that's good. That's better than your one.
That's good.
Catherine, what's your problem there?
Pilkington. Didn't see that coming.
What?
Just a bit,
Nasty? Yeah. Cruel? Yeah. Get used to it. You're lucky the heat's been taken off you, baby, and that Sammy's getting... Do you want the heat back on you? Because I will heat you up like a ready meal. That was quite good.
Yeah, you'll have to prick me first. What?
You said it.
I know.
She wants it.
I don't.
Coming up later...
Wow.
Coming up later, and we could just end it here because honestly, we're never going to beat that. Coming up later, a 93-year-old woman threatens to kick me in the balls. But first, we celebrate Dave Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick, Dick, Titch and Bum Bum. It's been 49 years since Dave met Dee and Dozy had a wee.
Hey, good morning, boss. This is absolutely fantastic. Fair play to you. You're really impressing me this morning.
Thank you, boss. Here we go, big finish. Bend it. This is I'm sure this was the soundtrack to all weddings I went to in the 70s.
If they keep bending it and stretching it, it's going to fall off.
Well done, yes. Dave Dee, Dozy, Mick and Mick and Titch. It's exactly 47 years to this very day that the original Beaky left and was replaced by Beaky number 2. A total of 3 Beakys, a total of 3 Mitches. Of course, there was only one Dave Dee.
Yeah, absolutely true. Of course, a real person and a real name. The only person to carry his real name from the group. Now, boss, what I've done for you this morning,
yes.
You've got my juices flowing today with all this Dave Dee music. I put together a little JD package for you.
You are good.
On the history of Dave Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch. Just press play. Originally called Dave Dee and the Bostons, they used their nicknames to stand out, and it worked. The boys first hit the UK charts in December 1965. You Make It Move, providing the warm-up for stormers such as Hold Tight, Bend It and OK. They were fashion icons, decked out in camp costumes they designed themselves. Between 1965 and 1969, they spent more weeks on the UK charts than the Beatles. True. In 1968, after a few near misses, they got their deserved #1, containing a hot-sounding whip. Yeah, The Legend of Xanadu, one of my personal karaoke favourites. And one piece of pop history which always sends a chill. Dave Dee was a policeman before he joined the band full-time. He was at the scene of Eddie Cochran's car crash, where he salvaged his guitar. He looked after it before sending it back to Cochrane's family in America. Respect to you, DDD BMT legends.
This week, I said... No, I didn't say this!
What did you say?
You're as bad as those idiots on Twitter.
No, I was just doing it.
What it says... Yeah. What it says here is, this week I said some boxers could be seen as being thick.
No.
Didn't say that.
What did you say?
I don't remember, and I was really struggling to remember
Can you say
yesterday.
what you said?
I remember. He said that was the prejudice.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Anyway, Adam the boxer called up to defend boxers and say that they were intelligent, calm, rational, well-measured people.
And not aggressive at all. Like, at all.
I'm a bit confused with your comments you made earlier, if I'm honest.
Don't be confused, Adam. Let's try and clarify them. Go on.
Well, why didn't you justify them?
I don't know what you're referring to.
That boxers are thick and that they're thugs.
OK. Not what I said.
Well, it's what you meant, I think.
No. Are you a boxer?
Yeah, I am.
OK. Well, thank you for that. No, it's not what I said.
Thank you.
OK, if you want to... That's the general gist of what I felt like you were trying to say.
Of course it was. Right, I'll tell you what I said. I said, I know that this was prejudiced, but my knee-jerk thought when I think of boxers is, I think they are thick. Didn't say they were.
But why?
No,
but why? Why do you believe this?
You're kind of helping me along that line of thought. I didn't say they were thick. I said that that's what I think. That's my first thought when I think of boxers.
Yeah, but why do you believe that?
It's a prejudice. It doesn't necessarily have to come from any point other than that's what I think.
I just think that's a really shallow, narrow-minded comment, really, if I'm honest.
It's a prejudice, Adam. They often are.
You've got no reason to justify. That's what I'm saying. Can you not justify your reason?
No, it's a prejudice, Adam. It comes from nothing. Then it's just a prejudice. You're a boxer. You're a boxer. Prove to me you're not thick. Because I'll be honest, it's not been a cracking start.
Well, for one, I've got a degree. Secondly, I'm doing my PGCE, my teacher training, so I'm pretty sure that means I've got some level of intelligence behind me.
And are you going to... What age kids are you hoping to teach?
College students.
Right. And are you going to take that level of aggression into the classroom, do you think?
What level of aggression is that?
The one that you've been maintaining throughout this phone conversation.
I wouldn't say there's been any aggression, really. I'm just quite confused how you can... Yeah, just quite confused how you can label sportsmen like this. I mean, it's just ludicrous.
Well, first of all, Adam, I think most people would disagree that you have got a level of aggression, and if you're unaware of that, that could be problematic. Also got a sarcastic laugh. And also, I really hope that when you're in the classroom teaching those young people, that you listen to them. Because you've not listened to anything I've just said.
No, I am listening to you, Ian. But you're not making any sense. You've not justified what you said.
No,
you just come out with a ludicrous statement that you're not backing up, and it doesn't make any sense. I mean, to say that boxers are thick and
didn't say that, Adam. Didn't say that, mate.
I mean, if you look at Matthew Macklin, he's boxed for a world title and he's got a law degree. Okay. There's plenty of boxers who have got degrees. I mean, to say that is ludicrous.
What's your degree in, Adam?
Uniformed Public Services.
I don't know what that means.
It's related to, like, the police, prison service, the army, so any public services and degrees in that.
But so what is your degree actually in?
Uniformed Public Services.
So what? Give me some of the things. I don't know. Give me some of the things you had to study for that.
But I don't see why that's relevant to this phone call.
Well, because a degree doesn't really... A degree is not a measurement of intelligence.
Well, a degree, isn't it? I've gone to university for 3 years, I've studied hard and I've gained a degree.
I've got a degree.
But surely if I was thick, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, no, I think many people do. Mate, I did a degree. I've got
but they don't, do they?
Adam,
you have to have some form of intelligence.
There's that aggression again.
To get a degree.
Oh, you
it's
don't...
not aggression.
Well, it is a little bit. It's a little bit rude.
No, it's not. Why is it aggression? Because I'm answering your question.
Well, you're not letting me speak now, Adam. So, no, you don't need intelligence to get a degree.
You do need intelligence.
Well, Adam, you don't.
Of course you do. That's a ludicrous statement to say. Again, that's a ludicrous statement to say.
I can qualify it, Adam. If you'd like me to qualify it, I can, or...
No, you keep going. I'll listen to your question, what you've got to say.
It's a statement that's coming now. I've got a degree. I've got a 2-1. In performing arts, mate. Any idiot could have got that, and any idiot did get it. I got it. Loads of thick people got it. You don't need to do intelligent to get a degree. And uniform public services, I don't even know what that is.
Well, maybe it's radio presenters that are thick then and not boxers, do you know what I mean? Because most people understand that.
I don't think they do, Adam. Explain it to me. Explain what uniform public... So you did a degree reading about the police and the army?
Sadly not. No, I didn't just read about the police and the army.
What did you do then, Adam?
Well, I wrote a dissertation, your standard, standard degree format.
You read and you wrote about the police?
No, I actually wrote about young offenders.
But I don't understand what I'm going to try again, Adam. So you read and you wrote, but I don't know what. Uniform public services.
I've explained what uniform public service is.
The police and the army, but I don't understand
what... I didn't say the police and the army. I said public services can be the police, the prison service, the army, the ambulance, the fire service.
OK, Adam, listen, I'm going to let you go, mate. Thanks for your call.
Ian, bye-bye.
There's that aggression again, Adam. Don't take it to the classroom. Don't. He wants to be a teacher. Here's Joan. She wants to kick me in the balls.
Good morning to you.
Joan, what would you like to say? You're not going to have a go at me, are you? Excellent. What would you like to say, my dear?
What I say is, it's much better for people to take out their aggression, and having been a Samaritan for many, many years, where it's suitable, rather than possibly on their female partners or their children. Do most of us feel aggressive at some time or other?
I guess the problem is with some of these people, and listen, can I just say, Joan, do you know what, I possibly have actually abused people inappropriately. I used to have a terrible temper on me, terrible temper, and it still pops up from time to time. But
isn't that a matter of birth? Some people are born with tempers they find difficult to control.
Well, nature, nurture, and as I get older, I'm certainly much better at controlling it. Not perfect, but I'm getting there. It's a journey. But what do you suggest?
Which of us is perfect?
Well, exactly.
I mean, I'm quite the opposite way. I'm not nearly aggressive enough. I find it very difficult to intervene. I was on a tube train, and I saw two men fighting, it's a moral duty. Doesn't matter who you are.
Hey, there's a good argument. Is it your moral duty? Supposing you... But, Joan, you sound of an age, and if you saw two big burly...
I'm 93.
Are you really?
Well, 90.
You don't sound that old. You don't sound a day over 90.
I don't allow myself.
Good, but if you, as a 93-year-old woman...
Just tell me something.
Yes, Joan?
What is age to do with it?
Well, there is a physical impairment, isn't there, with age?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because at 93, it would be harder for you, I'm imagining, although I'm... who knows, for you... I could take a punch better than you could.
No, you couldn't.
I bet I could.
I bet you couldn't.
Sounds like a challenge.
I'd kick you in the balls.
Wow!
And I don't have any balls to be kicked. You realise you are dealing with a rather feisty woman.
I wasn't threatening you with a punch, Joan, and if it came across that way, man, I'm backing down immediately.
And I'll tell you what, instead I'd give you a hug.
Joan and I will give you a big, wet, sloppy kiss.
I don't want to stop you one.
This is the first time we've spoken, isn't it, Joan?
I think so.
What's taking you so long to call in?
Well, I was listening to this conversation, and I thought if anybody couldn't cope with this individual who obviously, as I said, I was a Samaritan for many years, he needs help. Yeah. He needs somebody to help him sort out his problems.
Joan, I'm on a tube with Catherine, OK?
Yeah.
You're there, and I'm Catherine, your hair makes you look like Elliot from E.T. You've got the eyes of a dead fish. You are one hell of an awful woman. What would you do, Joan?
Well, I think I'd go up to the man and say, you haven't met really very many awful women. Because you're an awful man yourself.
Oh, keep out of it, you old
Joan,
woman.
Would you hold my coat while I kick him in the balls?
Right, can we just leave my balls out of this, please? Joan, thank you very much. What's wrong with holding hands in public? Not a lot, I don't think. But, well, we had a guest on who'd suffered some horrible homophobic abuse, and then he told us some of the other things that happened to him. Have a listen to Nick.
I was a little bit terrified, but being a gay guy, I'm sort of used to this. I'm kind of happening with, around London. Another place. I'm not used to it on the tube, but it happens.
You're used to it because I go to London a lot, and I always thought that London was kind of was very metropolitan, and it's literally metropolitan, but also very open to all different lifestyles. Do you get a lot of this in London then?
Fairly. I think it's when I'm holding hands with another guy, if I'm kissing another guy, yes. I do get a lot of it if I'm doing those kind of things, not necessarily if I'm on my own.
No. So if you're walking down the street holding your boyfriend's hand, again, obviously, we probably can't use the exact language, what kind of things do people say to you?
Dirty bad boys, things like that. You look at these two, look at those gays over there. It happens more when I'm with another person or another guy holding hands.
Well, we were so shocked by Nick's story. Catherine, you suggested that Justin and I should go out onto the streets of Luton holding hands. Justin, a little bit reluctant to do it. He would rather go and batter me in the ring. He said he wanted to go boxing. I said, no, I'm not going to go boxing, for goodness sakes. But I did get to hold his big, manly, sweaty hand.
The full 12 minutes.
Yes, and this is what happened.
We've kind of walked about, 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah.
And we've had looks. We've definitely had looks, haven't we?
We've had looks, and I saw a dad usher a child away from us. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was a dad walking with his kid, and he kind of he clocked the hands, clocked us, and come on, love, come with me.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And there was another person just up there.
But
they also said, look, they're holding hands. I could hear them. I could hear them say they're holding hands. I definitely heard that. Guys, can we ask you a 10-second question? That's all it is. Okay, we were holding hands walking down the road, and I think it was yourself, sir, and you said, okay, I just want to know why is that?
Because I don't agree.
We ain't got time to go into that right now.
Just give us 10 seconds of your time, sir. Say what? No, that's not, you're entitled to your own opinion, but why did you say
Because I thought it was disgusting.
Why did you think it was disgusting?
It was disgusting.
Well, that's a good question.
He doesn't agree, obviously, with homosexuality. He's got a stigma, he's a teenage boy, you know what I mean?
Do you agree with it? I mean, you saw us walking down the road as well.
I'm not against it, but I don't like it in my face, to be honest. It does make me feel a little bit embarrassed. If you two were to embrace in a kiss, I would feel a little bit awkward, but that's about as far as it would go. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'd never have anything to do with you because you're gay. You know what I mean? I'm not narrow-minded in that way.
See what the perception is. We were just holding hands. How did that make you feel as you walked past us?
No, I was just like, oh, look at them two guys holding hands. Because, especially in Luton as well, you don't see that. Yeah. You wouldn't see that.
You weren't so keen. You thought it was disgusting.
Why you're saying that? You've actually got your hands down your trousers right now. I'd say that was more disgusting, wouldn't you?
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Would you hold my hand now?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't particularly after it's been down there. I'm just saying.
No, we'll not hold your hand.
What's wrong with just two people just showing that they love each other?
I just think it's wrong for two men. Yeah.
All right.
I think it's disgusting, in my opinion.
If you want to see a visual representation of that, facebook.com/BBC3CR. And while you're at it, why not follow me on Twitter, @iainlee. Catherine wasn't in on Friday, and you know the saying, when the cat's away, the mice will be running all over the shop.
Yay.
I was a mouse, Kelly was a mouse, and the shop was our radio show. And boy, we ran all over it with it. And this is the mayhem that ensued.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Na 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 na. Your turn, Matt. Na 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 na. Send it back.
Send it back.
Na 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 na. Back to you, Lockwood. In time.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Send it to Kelly.
Send it to Kelly.
Na 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 na. Over to you, Ian.
Oh, na 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 na. Back to Lockwood.
Na 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 na. Back to the teacup.
I'll be honest, mate. You kind of killed it, really. Yeah. Ruined it, really. We're trying to have a bit of spontaneity. We're trying to pick it. You've been picking it all morning. Bonus material. We record the links on Thursday for the podcast, but today is a Friday because we've got bonus material.
What we got?
Kelly's here.
Hiya.
Kath's here.
Hello.
And I'm here. My name's Iain Lee. The new thing we're doing on Friday, OK, is between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, a little bit earlier than 7:30. We're doing a thing that I'm calling Open Door Policy.
Woo!
I came up with that.
I'm so excited.
Thank you.
ODP.
What?
ODP.
Did you say OVP?
ODP. ODP.
I've got a bit of ODP. Oh, dear. Anyway, open door policy. So on a Friday, you can turn up just before 7:30, but between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, the doors are open. You come in, you press the buzzer, you'll be escorted in, you come and sit in the studio with me and Catherine and you chat. You don't need a skill. You don't need a talent. You don't need anything. People said, I'd love to come, but I've got the kids. Bring the kids. Bring your grandparents. If you just want to come and see what a radio show looks like being done, come in and sit with us. The only thing is you have to be prepared to have a chat with us. Simple as. Someone messaged me the other day trying to be arch and clever, saying, you want us to answer questions, but will you answer questions, Ian? Yeah, I'll answer some. Yeah. There are some that I won't, but we'll have a chat. It's a chat. And that's it. Well, we did the first one Friday the 9th of January 2015. And it was cutting it close, wasn't it? I didn't think anyone was going to turn up. And then you buzzed through to me, Kelly, and what did you say?
So, Mr T's at the door.
And I thought she was being an idiot. And then this happened.
Quit your jibber-jabber, you crazy fool.
This is brilliant. Man alive. You look like Mr T.
Well, yeah, it's a surreal situation, but I am the world's premier Mr T lookalike.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
in the world, yeah.
We're going to. We've got some pictures of you. Can we put them on Twitter?
Please,
and stuff?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Are you on Twitter at all?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Anything Mr T lookalike. I'm on every social network. All one word, Mr T lookalike.
Mr T. Okay. Well, we'll include your address in the tweet. We'll tweet a picture. You look flipping amazing. You look. You've got the full Mr T. You're a big muscular fella. You've got the Mohican. You've got the gold, and you've got the get some nuts, and you've got some nice dungarees on.
Oh yeah, I love my dungarees.
How long have you been a Mr T lookalike?
Oh, it's a weird story. In the UK, you guys really like to dress up. And I was working at Ragdoll, the guys who made Teletubbies and everything, because I'm a visual effects supervisor anyway. Editing away, and our runner, it's her last day. She goes, "Can you please come to my birthday party? It's an 80s themed party."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to buy you a gift, but what's this 80s thing about?
Yeah.
And she explained, we dress up and everything else. It was my first party here in the UK, so I started to grow my hair. And everybody thought, John, you're looking a bit ratty after 2 months. Yeah. But I'm so into things. I'm really competitive. That day, shaved my head, got dressed up as Mr. T, went to the party, blew everybody away. Everybody loved me. And the barman kept taking pictures of me, and I thought, this guy's a bit creepy, how many pictures he's taken.
Yeah.
But I got my details, and the next day he sent me all the photos, and he said, please look into being a lookalike. And it was a Sunday. On an off chance, I was in bed, had my laptop. I just sent out all the photos to 3 of the biggest companies out there, I thought, just Googled it. And I said, all right, this guy kept taking pictures, this is weird. And I was working that Monday and the Tuesday, and from then on, it's a bit weird. It's like somebody saying, you look like someone, Ian, and pulling you away from your desk. Yeah. And it's been surreal ever since.
So you've... when someone books you as a lookalike to turn up at... I guess you do, like, parties and weddings and things.
Yeah, so you get booked for anything.
What do they expect you to do? Do you have to go around doing the, making tanks out of cabbages and things and shouting, quit your jibber-jabber, fool?
Well, yeah, everybody tells me that catchphrase, and I don't get sick of it. I love it. It's just a real situation. But the latest thing that I do is I had a custom-made tea trolley made. And it looks like a little A-Team van. So I go into companies, some very big drinks companies, and it was quite funny. One of the big ones in London, they booked me as a surprise. And I was going down the hallways, all their hallways are made of glass, and I could see this meeting going on, and these guys were yelling at each other, really going at it. And I casually strolled by with my little A-Team tea trolley, and everybody stopped. They were the angriest bunch of people, red-faced and everything, and they all stopped and started laughing. Pulled into the room, gave them all their drinks, and just gave them the little tea break they needed. But that's my latest thing. But usually I go to parties, 80s-themed parties, make people happy, drive grooms to their weddings in the van.
Have you got an 18 van?
I didn't make the investment, but I know 7 of the best in the country, and I'd use them all the time. So,
Flippin' heck! And you drive fellas to their wedding. Mr T pulls up in the 18 van and they jump out.
Yeah, they love it.
Can you do a backhand of saying pictures of Facebook?
You've just done it.
Pictures are on Facebook, BBC 3CR.
BBC,
Facebook
that's not the Facebook. Put Facebook first. All one word. Facebook.com/BBC3CR if you want to see pictures of me and Mr T, or Matt Lockwood or Kelly Betts being lifted up by Mr T. You enjoyed that, didn't you?
That was a very nice experience.
You look like
Rodney.
You like Rodney. No, you look like Emu, and he looked like Rod Hull.
His forearms were massive. They were the size of my thighs. In fact, bigger than my thighs.
You're obsessed with touching your groin when you say that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Disgusting. You missed that, Cass.
Did you get sacked?
Yes.
Okay.
And we won't be back on BBC Three Counties Radio anymore, and I'm sorry about that, Kelly. That's bad. But you can come and work for me.
WM?
No, I got sacked from there as well as a direct result of that.
TalkSport?
No, I've got sacked from there as...
I'd love to hear you back on TalkSport.
No. You could come and work for me as my butler.
Okay.
Serve me a sandwich.
Okay.
Go on then.
I will.
Now.
What else would you like with it?
Cup of tea.
What do you want in your sandwich?
Cheese and mayo.
And how would you like it?
Just give me the bloody sandwich! You're fired! Well, that didn't last long, did it? I wish you the very best of luck. I couldn't have afforded to pay you anyway. I'm out of work.
Oh.
See, Catherine, see what you've done? You've broken my dreams and you've broken her dreams.
All because I went and had children. Selfish.
Hey, before you go...
Yeah.
Can I prick you?
What?
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio, and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.